Hey everybody, Brian the Wild Armenian, ride car part builder, mechanic, whatever you want to call me. You know, don't call me late for lunch. And I got this old raggedy clothes on here. This is another day on the old Argosy camper Airstream. I got a lot done when the last time you folks saw me, or I did this video, the first video on working on this thing. I got the nasty old insulation done, and look at there, look at those bags right there, full of the pink insulation. My Lord, I'll tell you, that stuff. I have to wear a mask, which I got to pull this one cap off there. Excuse me. You know, I don't mean to make everybody sick. I'm having tripod patterns. Last tripod problems, can't even talk right either. But the last video I did with the wind blowing, wowie. And I thought I might lose you guys. The tripod started rocking. But anyway, there's no excuse for that. But here I am rocking the tripod. Rock the tripod. You know, the video I did, the first one starting on the renovation on this Airstream, talking about, you know, I'm in retirement now, and I was talking about, you know, I'll get around to it. So, you know, I bought this years ago, 3 years ago, 3.5 years, I don't know. But, you know, I was always busy. I was working 40 hours a week, tired, and it was like, I'm going to get rid of this thing. But, you know, I actually started on it, and went to the gym today and worked out this morning. And ran into my daughter there, met her there. We talked, and I had a good day working out, and always good to see my kids. And you know, yesterday I went to the church, helped out with a food drive, which fills with soul up there for sure. And you know, getting back, I was thinking I started on this. I'm going, you know, I'm really grateful. And you know, the kids, everybody nowadays is struggling with this inflation and bills and auto insurance and auto payments and housing is just out of control. And you know, it's got affected a lot of people. And, you know, fortunately, me and the wife are not into that now, you know, because everything's paid for. We're over that, no credit card debts. And, you know, we live one day at a time, try to be as frugal as we can, have a budget and all that. But it took a lot of years to get to that point. Let me tell you, I'm not, you know, wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth or anything like that. I had to work, and I got through the hard knocks of life. And, you know, I was thinking about, you know, how people are struggling nowadays. And I thought about that song from the Yardbirds sung, for everything turns. There's a season, turn. And I was thinking of that, and I even played the song and prayed about it before I started this video. And so true, you know, and that's part of that song. The Birds got it out of the Bible, you know, and it's in the Bible. And basically, that song is about the Bible, a verse in the Bible, and it gives me goosebumps down my spine. But, you know, and yeah, talk about goosebumps running down my spine. You know, I thought about that, going, God, life was such a struggle in my early 20s and 30s, you know, and the times of the, you know, the way it was. I was listening to, I hate to be hating on Grand Stefan or anything, and I'm not. Graham, I like your channel, and I watch your videos, but it was funny. I listened to a lot of theirs, and I think it was Dave Ramsey, too. He's got those young guys now that are very good financial advisors and all, and I watch them, but they act like us YouTubers. We're just born in all kinds of money. We had it easy because real estate, you know, a house was only $20,000 versus it's worth you know, $300,000 for that same house. But you know what? $20,000 years ago was a lot of money, at least for me. I mean, it might not have been for you, but it was for me when I was in my $20,000 was a lot. $10,000 was a lot of money, you know? And heck, cars, well, a Camaro, a 68 Camaro brand new, for example, was probably $1,500, you know? $2,000 for all the luxury. If you wanted the SS package, would probably cost you $2,500. Now, all you purists out there, you'll probably prove me wrong. Maybe it's a couple, but I'm dialed into the right figures. That cars back then weren't $20,000, $30,000, or $100,000. They were that much back then. A Lincoln Town Car, okay, that was a high trim package, was probably $4,500. So, you know, things were, yeah, cheaper, it seemed to be, but then the wages were small too, and opportunities for at least for a guy like me, especially living in the South, wasn't good. I could have gone, I went to work in Detroit, tried to get the auto job. That was big back in the 60s and the 70s. That didn't work out for me. It's too doggone cold. I said, take me back to Florida. But still in all, those jobs that I hung into, I had a good pension and all that, blah, blah, blah stuff. But, back then it was hard. Even, so I kind of chuckled at Graham and all these guys and Dave Ramsey's guys. They're all, oh, we had it easier back then, us boomers. Bull hockey. I like that, hockey. But anyway, no, it was hard back then. It's always going to be hard. Life is not easy, and you take it one day at a time. And just like in that song, we have seasons, season to die, season to grow, season to love, season to cry, and on and on and on. And just the way things are. But, one thing about it, for me, it takes what it takes to get what I got. It took a lot of hard knocks, a lot of failures, a lot of debt to know that I don't want it anymore. And that's the whole key to a lot of us. Now, some of us get lucky and they got a mouth of gab, maybe like me or whatever. But what I'm saying is, if you got into debt and your credit cards are high, you're going to learn from that. You learn from your mistakes. We all do. And we persevere. I said that wrong, didn't I? Persevere, excuse me. Can't talk sometimes. I get worked up. You got to forgive me. But anyway, we persevere from our mistakes. We learn. Hopefully we learn from them. Some of us are hard-headed. Yeah, I was hard-headed. It took me a long time to learn from my mistakes. But then once I did, I moved on. And so, like I said, on that song there again, from the Yardbirds and the verse out of the Bible, I love it. It's true. But then when we learn from our mistakes, we know the next time, tear up those credit cards. Don't use them. If you're going to use them for sharp term. Pay them off every week, every month. But don't run it up. Don't pay that high interest. And then get a budget. Learn to save. And these are the things I had to learn the hard way. Back in the day, back in the early 80s, oh, I wanted that pair of boots. Charge it. I wanted that fancy telephone that had the neon light at Sears had it. Why did I need that? It was cool, and I made payments on a stupid telephone. Wasn't even a cell phone. It was, you had to plug it in the wall. A lot of you guys, boomers, that's the way boomers were back then. It had a neon light. It was see-through telephone. Whoa, and just like today too, you can get some high-tech telephones, but do you need them? If you don't need them, don't get them. Just to be cool? I don't know. But you learn from your mistakes. And that's how it is. You learn to be frugal and you move on. And yes, and in life, things turn. There's seasons. It's cold right now. We'll have spring, then we'll have summer, and the flowers will bloom and the blossom. If you're up north, the snow will melt, and just the seasons of life. You accept what you got, you learn what you got, and you do the best you can with what you got. And with that, I got to suit up. I got to wear a mask because I don't want to breathe this insulation. I got to pull more on insulation off, drill more rivets, and I'm going to put a hat on, suit up. So I'm not going to record any videos of me doing that. But what I'll do is I'll give you some, as I go along, I'll make videos of my progress, So I don't want to make sure you guys don't think I'm A, I, E, or EI, or whatever. I'm the real deal, man. So Brian, the Rat Ride Carport Mechanic, you know what? If you like what you hear, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Tell a friend, hit the notice bell. Subscribe to my channel. I need all the help I can get. Trust me. Love you guys. Keep coming back. Thanks.